The phylum Cnidaria contains over 11,000 species. Cnidarians are some of the most simple marine invertebrates. The defining characteristics of cnidarians are their unique stinging cells called nematocysts, which are primarily used for food collection and defense, and the presence of planula larvae in their life cycle. Cnidarians come in two body forms, a polyp form, which has a tubular body and limited mobility, and a medusa form, which resembles an upside-down cup with tentacles and can swim. Sea anemones are in the subphylum Anthozoa and lack a medusa stage. They can reproduce asexually through pedal laceration, as seen here, or through polyp budding. Sea anemones can also reproduce sexually. Polyps produce and release gametes, and a planula larva develops as a result of external fertilization. Although generally stationary, polyps can move by bending and flipping their pedal disc over their bodies, or by inchworming along using their pedal disc and tentacles. A few can even swim. Jellyfish are in the Cnidarian subphylum Medusazoa, and most spend the majority of their life in the medusa stage. They begin as a polyp but morph into a medusa during the adult stage of their life cycle. After morphing, they transform from a generally stationary form to an actively swimming nekton organism.
The mollusca is an enormous phylum including about 100,000 living species. Remarkably, clams, snails, and octopuses are all mollusks. Mollusks are characterized by having a mantle, a radula used for feeding, and a foot. Torsion is a phenomenon of great importance in the evolutionary history of gastropods. Torsion refers to a counterclockwise 180-degree twisting of head and foot relative to the shell, mantle, and the rest of the body. The mantle cavity moves from the rear of the animal to become positioned over the head. The hypothetical ancestor mollusk had a bilaterally symmetrical, top-heavy planispiral shell. In the evolution, a conispiral shell with the spire extended to the side will make the gastropod unbalanced. Therefore, this spire shifted posteriorly, giving the gastropod its balanced asymmetrical conispiral shell. The bivalves contains more than 9,000 species, including clams, scallops, mussels, and oysters. Major bivalve characteristics include a hinged shell, two side valves which are closed by adductor muscles, lateral compression of the body and foot, lack of cephalization, which means no head, sedentary lifestyle, absence of radula, and sometimes they produce pearls. Hermit crabs are decapod crustaceans from the phylum Arthropoda. They relied on the shells of mollusks for protection. As they grow, they need bigger shells, and when they find other hermit crab shells that fit them, they begin measuring each other up and quickly exchange homes, as being naked is very dangerous for them.
Echinoderms are weird animals that include brittle stars, sea urchins, and sea cucumbers. They have fluid-filled canals throughout their body that make up a water vascular system. They have mutable connective tissue, and most have pentamerous radial symmetry and 2 feet. Most echinoderms, like this brittle star, are ophiuroids. A subclass of the Stellaridia, they are known for having 5 pairs of bursal slits on the oral surface that helps them with gas exchange. While many ophiuroids are deposit feeders, this brittle star is a suspension feeder, filtering food particles from the water as the current moves back and forth. The Stellaridia also include the subclass Asteroidea, or sea stars. Their tube feet, used in locomotion, lie in distinct ambulacral grooves on their oral surface. The sea star mouth is directed downward, and they typically prey on large invertebrates. It can be difficult to visualize the pentamerous symmetry in echinoderms that lack arms, which is where having an echinoidea fairy comes in handy. You can see that a sea urchin is similar to a balled-up sea star, with its tube feet now located on its aboral surface. Its arms now make up ambulacral plates, which fuse with intraambulacral plates, devoid of tube feet, to make up the test, or endoskeleton, of the urchin. Sea urchins are considered regular echinoids because of their spherical symmetry and long spines. These spines serve mainly as protection, but can also aid in locomotion and feeding.